We begin tonight with perhaps one of the most bizarre horse races in the history of the sport. One horse died of natural causes, the much-loved Mr. Charlton. 3 other horses falling, half the field just gone, basically. A race commentator almost lost for words. A straggler so far back it was almost in the next race. And jockeys all over the track. In short, chaos with a saddle on. Tony Reid with a horse race so odd, even those who were there couldn't believe their eyes.
Spirit of Peloton goes in now. Last one up will be for Voldy's gone.
As they lined up for race 5 at the Waikato Racing Club at Te Rapa, no one was betting on a drama like this unfolding.
Stand by for a start. We're set.
Least of all, commentator George Simon.
I was scratching my head. I just kept pinching myself thinking, is this actually happening or am I dreaming this? Because it was too bad to be true.
The Dunstan Feeds Waikato hurdle are underway and bouncing out. Mr. Charlton to lead clearly here.
So far so good. Mr. Charlton, the race favourite, in prime position, then this.
Oh, Mr. Charlton's broken down. He broke down before the hurdle and he's taken out You're the Man. So
2 go down. Mr. Charlton with a heart attack. You're the Man goes down 2, taking jockey Tom Hazlitt with him.
You know, us jumps jockeys are pretty used to falling off when we get over the jumps, but we're not too used to falling into them, and he just took my legs out from underneath me, and myself and You're the Man had nowhere to go, and we hit the ground and rolled into the hurdle. Luckily, You're the Man, as he was rolling, rolled onto his knees and rolled over the top of me. You know, if it had been a metre or so either way, he could have been rolling across his back at that stage, which meant I could have been in a bit of trouble, but it all worked out pretty well.
Yeah, well, Tommy Hazlitt, you know, he's like a bad smell. He won't go away. You know, he's one of those real characters of New Zealand racing. He's a fantastic jumps jockey. He's as tough as they come as well. And but look, he was shaking after the race. I know it was a pretty close call.
He leads by 5 lengths from...
Back to the race, 7 horses remain, but not for long.
Ground along the inside. Oh, Vivaldi's going outside it, kid you not. Unbelievable. We're down to 5 of them. And in a regional field of 9, and after they've done their first lap...
These are some of the best jumpers in the country. Kid you not, won the Great Northern Hurdles last season, so he's a very accomplished jumper, but he made an unusual mistake for him as well, and so, yeah, those 2 went out with a lap to go.
If all these 5 stay on, they'll get some stake money here. We've got riderless horses all over the place.
And while all this is going on, Tom Hazlitt's throwing his toys so hard he can't find it.
That was probably a little bit disappointing for me, mate. I don't usually act in that manner. I mean, there's not much you can do when you fall off. I don't usually get that despondent and stamp my feet like a spoiled brat. But you know, we were pretty keen on the hopes of You're the Man going into the race, and I think a lot of that was out of frustration.
Up towards the corner. They've got 3 hurdles to clear, 500 metres to go.
And remember, all these horses need to do now is finish to win a slice of the purse. That's the 4 horses in shot, plus Cape Canaveral, who's dropped right off, but still in contention.
The next one over was For Good Reasons, and Cape Canaveral will come down to the last. He's tired. Let's have a look at him. Oh, he's fallen. You wouldn't believe it. So we've got 4 horses that have made it around in one piece in a race that you'd have to go a long, long way to see anything like that again. Now, riders are up.
He went down in a heap, and that probably summed up the whole race.
So what happened then? He got up and finished?
He did, eventually, a couple of minutes later.
6 minutes, I heard, 2,000 yards.
It took a long, long time before the horse got back up. He was winded when he fell.
Down but not out, they managed to put Cape Canaveral and jockey back together again. Trainer Graham Rogerson walking them towards the finish line, managing a wave to the crowd, before this most bizarre race comes to an end.
And there is still that 5th prize money in a race that I can honestly say I have never called a race like this before in my life.
For the record, the horse that came last picked up $840. As for Tom Hazlitt, he was back on the saddle shortly after.
People say jumps jockeys are mad. Well, you know, I think Formula 1 racing drivers are mad. I think downhill skiers are mad. You know, each to their own. This is how what we've chosen to do for a living, and it's how we get our rush of adrenaline, and other people do different things, but this is my choice.